Hi everybody, I'm Kevin Weiss from bodyperformance.net, and today my friends at Riptone Fitness have asked me to put together some simple stuff, some actionable stuff that you can do right away during this time where people are caught at home. They're not able to go to their gyms. For almost all gyms, if not all gyms, are shut down at this time. And some people have access to decent equipment at home or whatnot. They may have some dumbbells, they may have some kettlebells, medicine balls, these types of things. But a lot of people, they don't really have anything at home. So what I want to show in the next few days is I'll just cover probably one exercise a day, but I'll show people how they're able to do that with little or no equipment whatsoever. I'll give the options if you do have equipment, but if you don't, you can still get a good workout in. I'm a big believer in exercises being harder than doing more of them. I'm not a big fan of doing 50 of anything. If you're trying to get a cardio workout, go outside if it's nice and keep your distance from people like you're supposed to, but you can go outside and get a walk, do some sprints. Those types of things are going to work great, and you're going to get some fresh air. You're going to feel better. But we're going to look more at strength training type stuff, what you can do on your own with very little or limited equipment. So just real quick here, I don't want to make this video too long. You've been bombarded, I'm sure, with hundreds of videos over the last few days. So the simple thing that we're going to look at first is just a lunge. Everybody's done a lunge, and it's a great exercise. It's basically, if you don't have any equipment, it's your best alternative to the squat. And I consider the squat to be one of the king exercises that you could possibly do. So a very basic lunge is going to be your static lunge, where your one foot is forward, your rear foot is up on the toe, and then you're dropping basically straight down and the mirror image of your two legs, basically at 90 degrees, keeping your hands up like this so that you're going up and down in a nice straight line. You don't want to be overly forward so that your toe or your weight goes onto your toe and your heel is coming up, and you don't want to be leaning back and pushing more off the back leg. Most of the weight is being done with this leg, and that's going straight up and down. So that's a great exercise. But guess what? People get pretty strong pretty fast doing that, and they can do tons of them. So we need something to make it harder. If you have dumbbells or kettlebells or weight plates, anything you can hold. Weight is weight. Your body doesn't know the difference between a kettlebell, a dumbbell, a sack of potatoes, your 6-year-old kid, whatever. It doesn't matter. If you need to add resistance, you can hold any of those things, and you just don't change your body position. You hold whatever you're holding, however you tend to be holding it, whatever's the most comfortable way, and you stay in that same plane. Now, one of the things that I think is great, and you may still have access to, a lot of equipment stores and even on Amazon have sold out of a lot of stuff over the last few days, but just simple bands like this, which you probably still will have access to, they can make this exercise so much more effective. And for people that are as strong as you can imagine, they'll be able to get a good workout in their legs doing this. So all you do, this is quite a light band. All you do is just with your front leg, step in the middle of it. And then if you don't want a lot of resistance, you just hold at the end. So I don't really have much resistance at the bottom here, and I can come up like that, and then I have a little bit more resistance at the top. If you want more resistance, you just keep a little bit more tension on it. So you can do it one of two ways. You can bring it up like this and hold it in front of you and push. And you could even combine something at the top, bring it down, curl. Down, up, curl. Need a little bit more resistance. Hold the curl at the top, push up, curl. Very simple exercise. Pennies for these things. They're very, very cheap, and you can get a good resistance out of it. This is a bit of a bigger one. Typically you can buy them in packages that have different thicknesses, so I think that's a good idea if you can. And just as an example, I can barbell squat in the neighborhood of 500 pounds. So with this band that costs a few dollars, I can put this same idea, but I hook it in the crook of my arms. I'll put it on my foot first, that'll make more sense. So start down like this, put your foot in the middle, bring your arms through, like that. And then take this, hold it to your chest. Now from here, I push straight up, drive to the top. And I can tell you right now, this is going to challenge anybody. I don't care what their strength level is. With a band this simple, if they're able to do 10 to 15 reps on each side, their legs are definitely going to be feeling it. So there's always a way to add enough resistance with something very simple. If you don't have any access to any of this, then you have to start elevating your rear leg. Doesn't have to be a bench, can be a chair. Same thing. This is called a Bulgarian split squat. Foot is flat on the bench. Straight down, straight up. Once again, hold some weight if you have it. Doesn't matter what the weight is. The resistance is resistance. If you're going to use the heavier band, you'll notice I put my sweater on just because it's going to be hard on your elbows, like when you're holding the band. Other than that, I just want everyone to stay safe. Practice everything that they're telling you to do. The more we follow the guidelines, the shorter this is going to be for all of us. But in the meantime, here's just a few things you can do. Get your exercise in like this. Every day I'll be adding something else. Make sure you're drinking lots of water at home. You got lots of time to sleep now. No excuse to be not getting enough sleep. Do some reading. Something to keep your brain as well as your body stimulated. Hope this helps you out. I'm Kevin Weiss from bodyperformance.net, brought to you by Rip Tone Fitness. I'll talk to you again real soon.